Hello YouTube, it's your good buddy Mr. T, and today I will be bringing you another fantastic tea review. I'm trying to slide off, still too bright. Today we'll be doing West China Tea Company's French Needle Yuan Sheng Shoe Pu'er, which means Original Life Tuo Shoe Pu'er. Basically, from what I understand of it, it's done in 10 kilogram batches, because that's as big as they can get, and it's good stuff. Now, I've had the stone axe before, and that was pretty good too, but that's been like since summer of last year, last July. Gonna get it in this guy one here. Now, apparently what they do with this is they start the batch in a 10 batch to a 10 kilogram batch, like you would shoe, how you always pronounce it, but they don't turn it, and that's supposed to more realistically imitate the flavor of aged sheng. Ouch. Smell these dry leaves here. It's definitely got a scent of shoe to it. Shoe. It's got something like that to it. But it's also kind of got scent of like liu bao. A traditional processed liu bao, not like a wet piled one. We'll give this 2 rinses. Now, this tea, Stone Axe, wasn't a very cheap tea. I mean, price-wise, quality-wise, it was out of this world, but price-wise, it was a little bit more expensive than what I usually buy for tea, pay for tea. It came out to almost $1 a gram. But this is this style is so far different than normal shoe that I recommend it. It's worth the price. Some slight sugar, maybe a little bit of perfume notes. I'm guessing this is probably, I don't know how old this is, it's probably 2018 maybe. You can get a hold of Sohan on Facebook and he'll tell you. Yeah, it's definitely kind of got some of that shoe characteristic. But it's also got something else. Something boozy. Something kind of like liu bao. leaves are a lot fuller than what they are for a lot of shu that I've seen. Kind of vegetable-y almost. I don't know how to describe it. The liquor from the rinse, which turned out to be ruby. Turn this light here. Turned out to be like a dark red. It's got that sweetness that I associate with incense, I should say, that I associate with some young sheng. Some of the older ones too. Normally I would drink some of the second wash, but I'm not going to this time. 202. The first one's going to be at 202 for 10 seconds. It doesn't brew up quite as dark as normal shu does. Shu doesn't brew up quite as dark. It's more like a deep reddish brown as opposed to a black. Yeah, I'm getting some of the traditional notes from it. Some nuttiness, some wood. Baked goods. Something like butel nut almost. Earth. First steeping, 10 seconds, 202 degrees. Keep this temperature up to heat because I want to get through this quickly. Some notes here that are like shu, but there's also notes here like lu bao. Turns to sweetness almost immediately. Chocolate. Something like that betel nut flavor that you get from Lugo. Not really smelling much in the cup. Undertones of hay, earth, dark chocolate with some sweetness, like maybe sugar. Coffee kind of notes. Yeah, I'm getting a little bit more of the shu notes, but not really like I'm not getting the stewed prunes or anything like that. I'm getting the bready, earthy notes. Dank almost, something like maybe a wet, more humid stored sheng. Next one will be 205 at 15 seconds. I'll be drinking out of my new yuan sourcing cups, which I will show you here in a second. Still, it's a little bit darker, almost black, but it's still very dark red. Incense, baked notes like bready. That's what I want to say. Baked notes, and when it comes to shoe, it's, I mean, bready, not like a oolong baked note kind of deal. So number 2. Dark chocolate is there, one of the first things you notice. As well as the hints of that batel nut that you get from Liu, however you pronounce it. Little. What I want to say is maybe floral. This kind of reminds me of I had a Changtai Bana sheng, Changtai Bana, and it was wet stored, and it was dark, almost like this, very dark, about almost black. And I'm getting some of the same notes in this as I did in that. Except for this one wasn't wet stored, I believe. Yeah. Some of the notes, shoe notes are definitely on the lid. And I'm starting to smell them more in the leaves. That the Liu characteristics are there too still. Get this heated up again. 20 seconds, I believe. Yep. Number 3. Still pour. Woody. Must. Book. Old book. Starting to clear up even though it's still dark. The soup is starting to clear up a little bit. It's thick. Musty note is there. Like imagine smelling an old book, and that's what this kind of tastes like. It's warming in the throat, more so than other teas that I've had. It's kind of peppy, the alertness is. Chachi, it's very alert and kind of relax. Makes you alert but relaxed but alert. Kind of drying, just a little bit. Number 4 will be 25 seconds at 2:03. Once you get skilled enough with the guy one, you pretty much don't need a strainer. Unless the tea is really badly broken up like some shoe can be. Most teas I don't need a strainer anymore. I don't mind the occasional little tiny bits in my tea. Now it's starting to become a more golden red brown. Golden color. I would call that golden red, yeah. Maybe like copper. A little bit of minerality, not as bad as not as much as I was thinking. Yeah, now more of those traditional shoe notes are coming through. I'm getting a little bit of the stewed fruits. The baker's chocolate is still there. Mustiness is there. Not really getting the betel nut too much this infusion. Savory. Quite savory. 206 for 30 seconds this one. Be completely honest, if there was a way that they could mass produce doing it like this, I think that this would be the next step in the shoe pu'er evolution. This would be the next step if they could figure out how to do this on a massive scale. But then it wouldn't be so special if everybody could do it. Color is remaining dark on this quite a bit more than it would with a normal shoe. Still pretty dark. I'm 5 steepings in. Nutty chocolate. Like a dark chocolate bar with maybe almonds in it. Creamy. Steeping, that last steeping is pretty creamy. Let's see what this next one is. Brown sugar mainly. Some incense. Little bow characteristic is starting to become more pronounced. Little sweetness on the aftertaste. $2.02 for 35 seconds. Sweetness up front on this last one. Maybe it's because it's cooled a little bit. Testing a theory. Now it's starting to lighten up a bit. I think I'll get one more out of this one after this one. Maybe. They're starting to remind me of a Lubao. Bilbao. That sweetness is right up front, and then it turns into savoriness, and it kind of returns to sweetness again. Cut myself. Oh, and I burned myself too, I guess. Yesterday. Creaminess. Oh, I'm getting warm. Pu'er sweats. That's what you could call them. Pu'er, whatever. Pu'er. This last one will be at 200. For 40 seconds. Bread notes are there, along with chocolate, as I've said before. Yep, I was right. This will be the last one, I think. I usually don't like to drink chew once it gets any lighter than this. I might be able to get more out of it after this though, maybe. It's more of a ruby red now than anything. Chalky at the end. Excuse me, it's kind of chalky. Sheet number 7. This flavor is softened a good bit. A little bit drier now. Woody. Very brothy, this one. This steeping, very brothy in the back of the throat. Very warming. Energizing, but, well, relaxing, but alert. Chi is very relaxing, but alert. Takes away your worries. And that's the last one. To be frank, it's very good. It's good. I would, if I was reviewing the Stone Axe, from what I remember of it, I would have given that a 8 out of 10. This one I'm going to give a 7. I would recommend this tea. I'd recommend anybody to try it. It's definitely worth the price for the experience of something that's unusual. Well, this has been Tea Time with Mr. T. My name is Mr. T. Please, if you like my channel, please subscribe and like the videos that you like. You gotta hit the bell icon next to the subscribe button to stay alerted to my new videos. May you continue to find peace and tranquility and serenity in Gong Fu Chao. Good day.